Question is for you. What was your favorite part about the season?
Probably just playing with my friends.
Question for number four. What was one way you showed any type of leadership today, in this game?
How I showed leadership in this game was I kind of like didn't want to celebrate in front of the thing because they were crying. I didn't want to hurt their feelings and anything. So yeah.
Yeah, so this is a question for any of the players that would like to answer. What's one thing Coach said today that really motivated you guys to go out there and play like you guys played today?
He like said just have fun.
He also said if the girls called us names, then we could call it. Then we could call them. Stop calling us.
All right, we're gonna cut you off there. But thank you for the answer there. The season started way back in November. What's one thing you guys practice a lot during the practices? You guys have been going at it since the first week of November.
Flat.
Anybody else?
Good defense.
Kind of just like getting to the basket with layups and stuff.
For anyone, what is one thing that you would like to improve on before next season?
Layups. Shooting. Shooting.
Dribbling.
Probably my defense. Definitely shooting. And offense.
Going back
Defense.
to the first game of the season compared to this game, what is one thing y'all feel y'all have gotten better at, compared to this first game of the season, compared to this very last game?
Definitely shooting.
Offense and defense.
Not getting mad at the girls.
Guarding. Same with her.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. You guys had a great season. Give me your game plan for your players today. What was the original game plan going into tonight's game?
We throughout the week and really the last couple weeks worked on defense. That was kind of our number one priority. So we had a couple variations there. The full court press has been successful all season, and so wanted to be able to apply some pressure. That team was certainly a very good team. They beat us during the regular season, so we knew it was going to be a big battle, and you couldn't always run that press depending on their lineup. So we had a couple different things in place to where we could adjust in game.
Just to follow up, were you nervous at all for the snow days? Kind of maybe it affected the team chemistry a little bit, or the readiness of the team?
Yeah, I do think it threw us for a loop a little bit. We had practiced on Monday in preparation for the game on Tuesday, and it continued to get delayed. So would have liked to have played a little bit sooner in the week, but obviously Mother Nature, we can't control that. And but we were confident in our guys to be able to go out there and execute.
Number 14, I watched most of the game, and it just seemed like you kind of were having your way tonight. Even in overtime, you seemed to, rally your team together and, get those tough buckets and make the easy ones, you know what I'm saying? So, what was one way you were able to rally your team and show any leadership today just to get them through this dub and grab the championship?
Just try to not stress them out, just try to get buckets, swing the ball, pass the ball. Do the most.
Thing you felt, that you did really well today, just you personally, you know what I'm saying? You just went out there and did your thing, or was it just kind of like you let the game come to you, or did you just feel like, if we're gonna win today, it's really gonna be because I had a great game and helped my teammates out, or I'm not gonna go out there and do it.
The worst you could do is lose, and we're gonna try to do the best and win. So might as well try not to stress about it and go out and get the dub.
for one of the coaches, what's one way that you've seen the team really improve since the start of the season?
I think just like what he said, they've kind of come together and learned to get focused. One thing I told them out here after the overtime, I don't know who I was watching, but it was a big shot at half court that they hit a three and came back on. I think we had a 12-point lead, and they came back on us. And, a lot of teams would have folded, especially at this age at that point. But instead, we rallied together and kept our focus and stayed locked in and knew that we could still win it and didn't let that get us down. And for that, it's amazing for this age group of kids. And, and especially him to come out and stay focused as one of the main ball handlers. And but what he was saying is what we've been preaching all year is all you got to do is move to the next play, and there's nothing we can do about what happened. So if you have that mentality, everything that went wrong, it won't bother you, and we just move on to the next one.
Questions for one of the players. Any other players that want to answer this, feel free. What's one skill set that you feel most confident about today than any other skill sets that you have right now?
I think we had really good defense in the paint. We didn't give up a lot of open layups, and when they made layups, they had to make the tough ones.
Anybody else want to?
You got to answer.
I feel like, like you said, defense, it was good, and we could have done better but I also know it was kind of stressful because it was the championships and we didn't want to lose. So we did good defense. We didn't let them get wide open layups and stuff. But that shot that Ryan made, it was really a good shot, and and it's good because it didn't let us down and stuff. So.
What skill set have you got?
Oh, the defense and the defense, but I think we needed probably a little bit better defense of guarding the threes. Kind of let those go a little bit. Yeah.
Coach, last question here for you. You've been with this team since the first week in November. You guys been practicing every week other than the Christmas break. What made it so special for you to coach this specific group of boys this year?
Can we both answer that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, first off, I want to thank Coach Scott because he certainly was a big part of this and really helped us along the way. And as far as the kids, a lot of these I think I've coached since maybe first grade. So I think a lot of them 3-4 years. So it's fun to watch them work hard, face adversity. But to be able to battle through that and come out on top. So that's the biggest thing is getting tested and then responding, and that's what the kids did, and very proud of them.
All right, definitely everything he said as well. I mean, that's probably the top thing that I would say that I'm most proud of. But if I'm following up his answer, I would say the way they improved in about everything. At the beginning of the year, we were just doing good to fight for the ball and everything else. But now they're fighting. They're out there trying to rebound. They're passing to each other. They're understanding where to go, where to cut. Big thing they did as they improved through the year was take the coaching. They were able to be coached and move on and not take that personal. And again, that's big for this age group. But these guys are moving to the junior high next year, so they it's a stepping stone in this group here. So that's kind of important for them to understand that. But as a whole, the team, Coach and I, to him, I thank him for giving me the opportunity to help him coach as well. Whenever we kind of linked up together and he asked me to help, and I think we both enjoyed every bit of it. And then all these kids, we've had them for 2 years now, and last year we fell short in the championship. We had a couple of injuries that held us back, but we still fought and almost won the championship. But this season we all were able to play and stay focused all year. The biggest thing, we all improved all year, and everybody understood, like, it's not about them, it's about our team.
Guys, great season this year. Really proud of all of you guys. Can't wait to see what you guys bring next year. But thank you guys so much for coming up for the press conference, and have a great offseason. Thank you guys.
I'm rolling. I'm ready. Okay. For the players, what has been your favorite part about the season?
Just getting to know these teammates, and we've been just as the seasons go, or as the games went on, we got better and better.
Going undefeated for the regular season.
Honestly, just how we grew as a team, and we didn't let each other down, and we fought to the last minute.
Just making new friends, getting an opportunity to play again. It's really good, just getting better every day, every time we play.
You don't have to talk if you don't want to. It's okay.
Getting to know each other and making new friends.
Hey, Coach, this is for you. As the season has went on, beginning to the end, what's one thing you've seen your players, kind of improve on? Just get better at throughout the season, from beginning to end.
Yeah, I think probably sharing the basketball. It's really tempting when you get a rebound or you get the ball in your hands just to put your head down and dribble all the way to the basket. And so I think they did a great job of starting to look for one another. I think, really in the championship game tonight, we did a great job of passing the ball, finding the open man, and making some big buckets. So I think just sharing the basketball, and then rooting each other on and celebrating each other's successes. My question for number 11. Made one of the clutchest shots of the season this year. What was going through your mind, going that forward with the seconds winding down?
Well, really, I just looked up at the clock, and adrenaline kind of kicked in, and I just had to find the moment, and I just kind of put it up there, said a little prayer, and it went in.
Were you confident that it was going in, or you just really do a prayer?
When it went up halfway, I had a pretty good feeling it was going in because I could see it kind of tracking towards the basket. But when I first let it go, I didn't have any relation that I thought it was going to go in.
You'll be using that for a highlight reel for the next decade, probably. So the season started back in November. What's one skill that you feel most confident about leaving the gym today?
I feel most confident about my defense. I feel like I've had really good defense over the season, but altogether our team's done really well.
When I've got tonight, when I was getting triple teamed, everyone would come up to me. So a move that I used was just the crossover. Since November, I think that's been getting better.
I think for me, it's definitely my rebounding. I've done really well rebounding over the season, and that helps the team win.
Just as a team, basketball IQ, make the easy pass, just growing as that over the season just really helped us win those games where the little mistakes really cost you over the stretch.
Y'all were down double digits going into the fourth. For most of the fourth, honestly, y'all were. And next thing I look over, y'all down 3 points. So what was going through y'all's mind? Coaches, players, anybody can answer. What was going through y'all's mind? You're down 12, 14 in the championship game. It's do or die right here. You know what I'm saying? So what you know what I'm saying? What went on?
I know, I knew we were down somewhere 12 to 14, and the players were telling me we were down 18, and I was telling one of the parents afterwards that I was just so into the game that I had no idea that we had closed the gap that much, honestly. I knew we had gotten it below 10, but then I look up and a couple minutes left and we're down about 6. And so, we just started pressing harder and harder. And these guys just did a great job putting pressure on the ball and then obviously making some shots.
I was really stressed going into the fourth quarter because I was like, dang, we're going to have to make a lot of baskets to tie this or win this. But we went in, Ryan made a really good shot, and it sent us to overtime.
So just basically, like, hit a shot, get back on defense, just do one play at a time. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to hit a three the next possession. Get a stop on defense. Then you can work about what you're going to do on offense on that possession, just taking it one possession at a time.
8 minutes is a lot in basketball, so you got to make every minute count. When I got in there, those are all my friends on that team, so I knew I need to put up a show to make it work.
After Ryan's shot in that fourth quarter, I think it boosted our confidence as a team. So as we went into overtime, it gave us that physicality like John Cena. And as a team for us to battle back and to play like Steph Curry.
Awesome. My last question here is for Coach. Coach, I know you had mentioned that you're the assistant coach, but you've been with this team since November. What made this group, the boys, so coachable this year? These are just awesome kids. They listened. They worked hard. A lot of yes sirs, no sirs, respectful. They rooted for one another. There was really no selfishness. Never questioned really playing time or matchups or lineups and whatnot. So they were just all just a really joy to coach. Awesome. Great season, you all. Really hope to see you all next season and hopefully back in the championship game next year as well. So thank you guys for coming up for the press conference and enjoy your off season. Thank you. Coaching a lot since November. What's one thing about this group of boys that makes them so coachable?
I've coached a lot of these kids for numerous years, so having that experience with them has been really, really fun to see them kind of grow as basketball players, and then, of course, their friendships are growing as well. So I think with this group, what made them coachable was they came in with the attitude of, like, we just want to play hard and we want to try to win, and that's what you really need out of kids, especially at this age. You want kids who want to come in and just have fun. So they did.
For the players, this season, started in November, like you said, it's been a pretty long season, kind of, but as far as your personal experience and your personal development, how have anybody can answer this? How have you gotten better this year? How have you, applied yourself, to try to get better at the game or at practice?
I thought that I've grown my skills a lot, at practice, and I feel like in the games it's progressed a lot more and more, and I just got a lot of in-game experience that helped me get better.
Anybody else want to answer?
Probably just taking shots before practice, and that probably helped me get a lot better this season. But
All right, it was a long season. How do you how do you encourage each other throughout a long season like this? Whether that be losses or maybe you're tired at practice. How do you stay motivated during a long season like this?
well, at the end of the day, it's kind of just to have a little bit of fun. I don't take it too serious or to the heart, but just continue to get better. And if somebody gets mad, just tell them it's going to be okay.
I will say a lot of these guys, too, are playing other sports at the same time or conditioning for another sport, and then they come to practice or come to a game on top of that and still put out good effort. I do yell at that and encourage that a lot, but they actually follow through on it, so it's been good.
What is one thing you all, as players or as coaches, want to improve on, for next season if you play here or whether you take it to the next level going into middle school. If y'all, I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all are in middle school now. Are y'all in
Middle school, but they're about to go to high
Oh,
school.
about to go to high school, so
Right.
Y'all going to the big leagues now. So when that comes about, what is one thing you want to improve on so you can kind of get that edge ready for the next year?
Henry loves the microphone.
I just think that we need to keep building our chemistry together and keep getting better as a team. And the longer we stay together, the more we know each other and have a connection and play better together.
Probably making smarter passes and getting more rebounds.
Just my mindset for real.
All right, so the last question here is for Coach. Like I said, you've been at this for 3-4 months now. First week of November. Are you looking forward to coming back and trying to win a championship with these guys next year in the same position?
So, yes. If I'm coaching 3 teams again, I don't know if I can do that, but I'll figure it out. But I do like coaching these kids. This is, Nehemiah, he's mine, but I've gotten to know all of these friends of his very, very well from coaching. So, that's one thing I do really enjoy about it is that I get to know the ones that he hangs out with a bunch. So that's been really, good to see. So, yeah, I probably would more than likely be back at some facet. I don't know what level, but I'll be here around, I'm sure. So,
Guys, great season this year. Enjoy your off season. I hope to see all of you guys next season. But like I said, enjoy your off season. Thank you so much for coming up for the press conference.
Thank y'all.
All right, first question is for Coach. Coach, your season started back in November, the first week of November. What are some ways that your team has improved since November?
Well, when we first started, we didn't even know what a 2-3 defense was. And now we perfected it. Everybody does good at it. But for me, it was the energy. Like when we first started out, everybody was just kind of goofing around. And I've never seen them come more locked in than they did today. And they gave the most energy I've ever seen. And that's what made me really happy about today.
This is for the players. It wasn't didn't go everybody's way today, but y'all went out there and y'all played really hard. So, just something taken away from today, and the beginning of the season towards the end of the season is what is one thing you felt that any of y'all did pretty good this season or just today in today's game.
I think we improved about shooting the ball, like our release point and all that.
Anybody else?
Same.
Same thing.
I was gonna say that.
Anybody else?
I feel like we improved on our mentality.
All right, next question is for any of the players as well. Tell me a goal that you have for next season.
Win the ship.
There we go. It's like that mindset.
Straight to it. I like
To shoot more frees.
Anybody else?
To improve.
What are you, number 1? 15?
Don't look at me.
Well,
I want to get better at shooting.
what is one goal? Y'all good? Awesome. What is one goal you all have for next year? I know maybe for a lot of you, maybe this might be your first, second year really getting into the sport, or because you are young. But what is one thing you all want to improve on? You got a long road ahead. You know what I'm saying? So there's always improving every day. But just for next season, when you step back on the court with a jersey on, what is one thing that you want to be better at personally?
At dribbling.
Passing.
Teamwork.
Getting the ball down the court.
Teamwork. Shooting.
Know when to shoot the ball.
This will be the last question. It was with the weather delay we had and everything, I know everybody was expecting to play earlier in the week. So, did y'all have any anticipation building up, or y'all know y'all was probably like, when are we going to play, Mom? When are we going to play, Dad? So, were y'all, what I'm saying? Did y'all have fun tonight? That's the most thing we want to, ask. Did y'all have fun tonight?
Yes, sir.
For sure.
I
Definitely.
couldn't do nothing because I had a broken thumb, and I just got it off today.
Okay,
and
okay.
I'm super excited to play.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Well, it was a great season for the Bucks. Thank y'all for coming out and playing and having a good time, and we hope to have y'all next year. Thank y'all. Congratulations on the championship. It's always good. This is for any player. Anybody can answer. Starting with the season, the beginning of the season. How was the beginning of the season compared to ultimately being the champion at the end of the season? How did it start? And of course, we seen how it ended. But take us back to the beginning of the season, November.
Oh, it changed because we got Henry. Yeah, that's about it.
Anybody can answer.
Oh, we practiced.
We moved the basketball a lot better. As the season progressed, many more assists were prevalent in our not so great scoring average, but shooting average was atrocious for the whole year. They're really not good basketball players.
Hey, but we are champions.
All right. Really, for any players that would like to answer, what do you think you did really well in today's game specifically?
I think we moved the ball good, but we need to start blocking out next season to get the three-peat.
I think we definitely got in their heads and we stayed mentally focused.
Yes.
They definitely got better at trying to rebound, attacking the ball. Passing was something that we didn't do really well early on. Keeping our heads up and having spacing, we did a good job of that towards the end of the season. It made for a lot of open baskets. We kind of played, regardless of the lineup, they played well together as the season progressed. We knew how to work with the different pieces that we had in the game at different times. These guys have known each other a long time, played together a long time, but they still were able to mesh better and better throughout the whole season this year. And it did help that we got Henry back, but while Henry was gone, a lot of these kids had to step up. Henry's obviously a stud, but they stepped up and got us here, and then he helped us finish the deal.
Yeah, just to follow up on that, Coach, you've been with them since November, the first week of November. What made this specific group of boys so coachable?
They love to compete and they love each other. Pretty simple. They don't want to let their teammates down. They've won a lot of different levels, a lot of different sports. They want to continue that competitive spirit, but they're smart and they're humble at the same time. They just like to get better.
What's a goal that you have for next season? Are you wanting to increase your points per game, your assists per game? What do you want to do next season?
Same thing. Champions. Yeah. Hey, we're gonna do something the Chiefs can't do.
I would like to score more and do better on the team.
3-point percentage.
Points per game, of course.
Awesome. First question is for Coach. Coach, you've been with this team since November, the first week of November. Tell me about coaching this team, and then if you don't mind, also elaborate on what happened in today's game.
Well, about coaching this team, I'd just like to say, these kids are a great group of kids to coach. They listen, they work hard, they really try. I've never had one of them back talk me, and that's a lot in these days and times. As far as today, we didn't shoot the ball real well, but we got started late, and we played a lot of hard defense the second half, was able to take the lead down the stretch and put pressure on them to go ahead and get the win.
This is for any of the players. You all are champions. That's a big thing to say. And like Coach said, he really applauds y'all for being coachable, being able to take the criticism and then apply it into the game, and ultimately, be the winners. So, what was one thing as a player today you all did really well?
Played well.
Played hard.
Shot good. Dribbled. Passing.
We played good on defense.
Good at blocking out. We trapped.
Yeah, I want to say that is one thing that the team did is play hard. Everything they said, that shows they learn to block out, learn to pass, learn to dribble, learn to shoot. And we were learning fundamentals all year. So, you know, we're mostly third graders. So we look forward to next year, which, you know, we was able to, I think we won 6 games, 7 games, lost 3. So as playing mostly fourth graders, I think they done real well. We had to block out, that's for sure.
All right, this is for the players. Players, you know, give me a goal that you have, an individual goal that you have for next season.
Dribbling better. Shooting.
To win the championship again.
Blocking out.
Form. Not losing a game.
Working on threes.
Practicing layups.
This will be the last question for the coach. You said, you know, the kids really went hard this year. They're really, really coachable. But overall, are we going to see you all back here again? Or are we going to try to run this thing back again? Or how are we going to do this thing?
You can bet on it. We'll be back. Everybody that wants to come back, I've done had some of the parents talk to me. So you can bet on it. We'll be back.
Gotcha. Well, guys, first of all, I love the fit. That's so awesome to see. A great season this year. I hope you guys enjoy your off season. Thanks for coming up for the press conference. And like I said, I hope you guys have a great off season. Thank you so much.
Thank you.